You mentioned belief and belief systems. How can we navigate the world without a belief? Is that possible?
Spirituality is about belief systems, about the world, particularly about the religious or theological aspects of the world. But they are always a lens. They separate us from what is. They are about what we think it is. So in a church of 300 people, we'll have one theological system, but 300 different interpretations of it. What I wanted to do is go beyond that, because we are always getting stuck in the left hemisphere of the brain with your point of view and my point of view and who's right and blah, 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 on and on. And we never find it in the left hemisphere. It's really found in the right when we stop thinking and intensify awareness, and then we can have a direct experience of the nature of existence. Then it impresses itself upon you naturally. You don't have to figure it out. In fact, figuring it out is just another lens that gets in the way. It's like learning to swim. You can't learn to swim from a book, or no matter how many theories you learn about swimming. It's only when you get in the water that you say, oh my God, this is what it is. And that's what the mystics have been here to tell us.
Who is and where is God? And how do you define God?
I don't see God in the anthropomorphic way that we've had for so many centuries. That God is an invention of the human being based on our own projections of our own nature. So it's a man who's out there who has power and can make things happen, and sometimes confuses us and sometimes punishes us and sometimes saves us. Those are all belief systems, and those are not the ultimate nature of existence. God, which is a word just so burdened with extra, correlates of meaning and so forth. But ultimately, it's about presence. It's about experiencing the fact that the universe is conscious and alive and everywhere saturated with a presence that is us too. Because when we quiet the left brain, the boundaries of who we think we are go away, because they're all based on thought. And then we realize that not only is consciousness in us, we are in consciousness, and it is the consciousness of the divine. So God is pure consciousness. I think that's the simplest and irreducible way to say it. And it's a consciousness that is full of beauty, love, awakenings, acceptance, everything.
Right.
I think it's an art that we're all learning little by little. Mindfulness, I think, is a lot about this kind of ability, except that mostly the mindfulness people don't take the next step and say, oh, this consciousness I'm aware of is actually the divine consciousness. It doesn't belong to me. It's everywhere in the universe, because that sounds too theological to them, but that's actually the way it is. So I think all of us who practice mindful living, in other words, being present to each other without judgment and analysis and, ignoring narratives, without any kind of thought between us, that's it. And the more we do it, the more we discover how truly beautiful we are.